Signs that reveal your child is in their adolescent stage. When a child becomes unruly, most parents are quick to blame themselves for the poor upbringing of their children. Well, sometimes it's just adolescence disturbing them. The origin of the problem might be that they are in their adolescent stage, but how can you be sure it's just that and nothing else? Let's start with understanding what adolescence really is and what it entails. Adolescence is a stage of physical and mental development that typically occurs in children between the time of puberty and the beginning of adulthood. It includes some big changes to the body and the way a young person relates to the world. Unfortunately, there is no exact age to tell when your child has become an adolescent. According to the World Health Organization, most children usually are adolescents between the ages of 10 to 19 years. And some go as late as 25 to 26 years. But adolescence is generally associated with the teenage years of a child. Adolescence manifests itself in different ways in different children at different stages. Let's take a look at some of the signs of adolescence in children. It is at this stage that children start to witness a psychological shift in their way of thinking. They also experience additional physical changes, such as hair development near the genitalia and beneath the arms, voice deepening in men and softness in women, acne, female breast growth, and male testicular enlargement. Often, girls experience these symptoms a year or two earlier than boys. Certain alterations may also be expected to begin as early as 8 years old for females and 9 years old for males. Around the age of 12, or 2 to 3 years following the onset of breast development, many girls may begin their period. Children and their families may experience the anticipation and worry as a result of the numerous physical, sexual, cognitive, social, and emotional changes that take place during this period. However, knowing what to anticipate at various stages can help adolescents and young adults develop healthily. It also helps parents to respond appropriately to any behavioral changes their children project. Preteens experience a greater demand for seclusion as they enter puberty. They might begin to look for ways they can live independently of their family. They might test the limits during this process, and they might become upset if their parents or guardians enforce limitations. It is very normal for young people to begin to separate from their parents and make their own identity during adolescence. This may result in chaos in some families as the parents may want to always keep the children under control. Regardless, however, at such a period when everything seems to be changing in a child's life, parents need to be constant and consistent in their efforts. They should be available to listen to the child's ideas without dominating the child's independent identity. There is precocious puberty where the signs of adolescence manifest earlier in a child. It could be before 8 years in girls and before 9 years in boys. There is also delayed puberty, which is characterized by the lack of onset of puberty within the normal range of ages. This, however, doesn't mean that the child has any problems. In fact, it is normal and will always serve as a clear indicator that your child is not yet in their adolescent stage and it is another issue affecting him or her.